Okay, so question 1J, a question that I really like actually. So for all real numbers x, the function f of x satisfies the following relationship. Okay, following equality, let's say, not relationship, equality. So it follows that the integral of -1 to 1 of fx dx equals to how many? Okay, so, well, we see some fx's here, right? So why don't we try to make it, right? Some people think that, oh, this, I know that this is dummy variable. Okay, haha, this is just x, right? So I could sort of force it or something like that. Okay, but not now. Okay, we'll do that later. All right, so yeah, be patient, right? Integrate both sides. I want it from -1 to 1, right? I want it from -1 to 1. This is what I want. So let's make that. All right, so let's start from 6. Okay, 6 becomes what? 6 becomes 6x, right? 6x is because I'm integrating with respect to x. Okay, so this is 1 to -1, and so the next thing is what I want. Yay! Let's have that. So that's fx dx. Now, what's the next thing though? Next thing is 2 lots of sort of what I want. Okay, you'll see why it's sort of what I want. Plus the last thing, which is now remember, this is constant. Remember, this is constant. That's the most important thing you should realize. Okay, that is the constant. Because is a what? Is a integral with boundaries. What is that called? A definite integral. There we go. Right. So that's a constant. So we could ignore that. So if we integrate 3x squared, what is that? Okay. How about I write that down first? Because that's a coefficient of things. If I integrate 3x squared, I get x cubed. From 1 to -1. Right. Okay. So now I'm all set. I'm all set. So first thing is 12. No debates. Okay. Now, let me call this thing what I want. Let me call it be A, let's say, okay? For the sake of not writing it 100 million times, okay? So let's call that A. Equals to, okay, now be careful here. So let me do a sort of variable substitution here. So this becomes, if I do the chain rule, then it becomes like, you guys get what I mean, like f of -2. And then you have to switch the variables, right? So f of x dx here, just by a substitution of variables, okay? I don't have to explain that, hopefully. Plus a times how many? Plus a times, okay, because this is a, right? As I said, this is also a because of the dummy variable logic that I emphasized at the start, okay? And the x cubed from 1 to -1, that is just 2, right? So plus 2a. Okay, and oh, that moved. No, that's no good. Okay, so here, behave please. Okay, there we go. So here I'm saying that, okay, it's not behaving, so I can't draw properly maybe. So 12 plus a equals what? Now, this is a minus sign in front of the integral. Okay, so I could swap the boundaries, right? I could swap the boundaries. So this becomes 2 times what I want, really, right? It becomes what I want. Because, 1 and -1 swaps, then that's what I want. So it becomes positive 2a plus 2a. Which is beautiful, I think. So 12 equals to what? 12 equals to 3a. And that gives us what? A is what number? A is 4. Which I think is really pretty, actually. Cool. Great question. I really like this question. Okay, so A is 4 and the answer is A as well. Okay, brilliant. So integrate properly. Know your limits. Know what integration actually is. Then you'll be fine with the question. Okay, integrate both sides properly, and yeah, integrate properly in general.